I guess it makes sense it was the reward for getting the bad. But in Homecoming, it's quite the opposite. The firearms aren't even actually all that useful. This one brings you into a free aim mode, which usually you didn't have time for, because if you did want to use a gun, you'd be in a quick response or after you ran back with it, meaning your aim would pretty much never be in the right spot, and by the time you got it there, they'd be in melee range. And then, of course, there's pretty much no reason not to melee fight them. Homecoming was all about just getting into the right combo, most of the time being something like quick way a card slash, throwing a dodge on some, and most of the enemies wouldn't be able to touch you. So with the game system of having you run right into their face and combo them to death, you very quickly start to lose any of the fear these enemies should be bringing. The explanation for this extreme change in game mechanics was the change in development team, with the original Team South having broken up. Instead of this even going to another team in Japan, it ended up in North America, and in a general sense, action-type horror over the atmospheric is more commonplace. And I'm not trying to say Homecoming had no real atmosphere, but again, because of the gameplay, you get into the wrong mindset for it, so despite having some good visuals and such at times, you don't feel that inhibited of blazing through.
So let's watch SummerSlam Night 1.
It's all about quickness with the melee weapons too, so you'll probably find the knife is the best weapon in the whole game. Firearms ended up just being something I've used to try and inflict a little extra damage on the boss before they got close, as they were slower. I know I'm harping on this point a lot, but it really is a big problem. Silent Hill should never almost start to feel like a beat 'em up. The only Silent Hill combos I want are when I'm playing its songs on DDR. Wait, what? Also, some of the enemies.
There's a Silent Hill beat 'em up game, Dance Revolution game.
Colors. The only disturbing thing about it is that they thought it looked right in the Silent Hill game. Now, as for Pyramid Head in this game, they changed him from that fun-loving guy we all knew from Silent Hill 2 into some idiot who likes to hang out with bugs. Okay, seriously, Pyramid Head does nothing more than a glorified cameo in this game. Some people try to say he had a point here, but no.
Watch the being show. Midtown Manhattan. Yeah.
Changed his mind to punish himself for murdering his wife and everything because of his doing. Well, Perez does pretty much have the same thing going on in it.
Alexa Bliss sucks.
He appears twice.
No, I'm serious. Alexa Bliss sucks ass.
Then he kills his father.
This is too Hollywood. This show feels too Hollywood. Ever since they sucked Donald Trump's dick, this show feels too Hollywood.
And actually, right there as well, just represent acting guilt or Alex's anger. Actually seems more likely. Because all the bosses in this were based around the children of the founding families of Emperor's Glen, which
he did say it's gonna one way or another. Sammy's saying it's one way or another gonna end on this.
Also, on a side note, they did the exact same thing in one of Logan's movies with Curtis turning to the butcher. But the main thing here is why Pyramid Head? Wasn't this creation of Boone's mind?
I think Becky is going to Hollywood. Oh.
Subway protein hack proteins are the perfect way to fill it with the All-American Club or the Ultimate PPV. You can eat it with 57 grams of protein. And now, any form after another half. Never now, the second half.
That's the guy in was from a small town who runs away from the So how powerful is the Phoenix Force really within Mobile Park? So when I'm saying the Phoenix Force, I'm not necessarily talking about Gene, which would be a part of this conversation. But it does make sense that people get confused when you're talking about the power of the Phoenix, because there's a lot of inconsistencies. For example, if you look at Avengers Assemble Omega into one, Old Man Phoenix, basically Wolverine with the Phoenix Force in the band, he's having to pull back the power of the first firmament, right? The being responsible for basically creating Celestials. But then you look at Marvel Generations, the Phoenix story, and you have Jean Grey being overpowered by Galactus. The same thing happened to Rachel Summers in the old Excalibur comics, the daughter of Jean, who also had a Phoenix Force. And so you have these kinds of inconsistencies that how you in turn rationalize and determine what the power of the Phoenix is. Well, it's important to understand here, for those of you guys who are not familiar with Marvel Comics, there is a huge difference between the Phoenix Force and anyone who happens to be a host for the Phoenix Force. Again, Jean's kind of the exception to the Phoenix Force. The Phoenix Force is second only to the one above all as a power, and it will ultimate difference too, and then the difference beyond that. Not only that, the Phoenix Force can basically do anything that you can imagine, which includes creating and destroying entire universes. The only thing the Force seemingly cannot do is destroy the one above all. One of the other things that I want to specify here is that if you guys are interested in a series of videos where we just cover the ridiculously overpowered characters across Marvel and even DC Comics, check out the Omega and Beyond Omega level playlist. I'll link it down in the description because that's all it is. Ridiculously OP characters. Let's going to continue on. Let's talk about the Phoenix. And so in order to make sense of how powerful the Phoenix is, we kind of have to talk about its role within the Marvel universe and the Marvel multiverse itself. So the first thing to understand here in Marvel is that there isn't really an explanation or an origin story for the Phoenix per se, which is to say, go read this one-shot comic or this 6-issue miniseries, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about how the Phoenix came into existence. And really, in Marvel, the Phoenix Force wasn't really to exist in the first place. We'll talk about what that means. Let's get a bit of a discussion on its relationship to Jean and why she's more powerful than all the other hosts for the Phoenix Force. The over here now, all you really get as these explanations go through the Phoenix and Nova are usually a series of off-branded statements that are made and are oftentimes left to interpretation. For example, during Stephanie Ford's Phoenix, it's told that the Phoenix Force is the starting creation and things like that. And it's very difficult of that statement in various comics. And so where a lot of people would take that statement to mean that the Phoenix is the starting creation for all of existence, the problem with that is if you look at something like how you or how do you finish the world, which are oftentimes referenced in the video, because it's the most complex knowledge of the universe and there isn't really a reference to Phoenix outside of the current iteration of the multiverse in the comic. The closest you get to that is a story called Adventure of the X-Men issue number 12, written by Ralph Bakshi in 1996.
Ralph Bakshi? Is that dude who actually...
The canonicity of that story is up to debate. A lot of people don't really consider it to be one, because it hasn't really been referenced. And two, a lot of new stories have come out that have provided backstories to the multiverse. Again, Outlaws, Ultimates, and Within and Beyond. And that's really not only included as part of the equation. Even the new tales and the origin of Galactus do include with information. Again, your knowledge may vary in what you actually think that happens. And so, as much as it sucks, all we can really go with is just saying that at some point the Phoenix came into existence. And the most reasonable interpretation to make is that the Phoenix came into existence between the end of the fifth multiverse and the beginning of the seventh. Again, just due to the sheer lack of information explaining the Phoenix's existence before anyone. And so as you start to go through this history, by and large, the Phoenix was just an entity that existed out there. It didn't really have any dealings or involvements with humanity in any meaningful way until you get to Excalibur. Now, Excalibur comics, of course, were a lot of comics that focused on
Excalibur,
those guys. And one of the things that we learned in the old Excalibur comics was that at some point along the line, the Phoenix Force had encountered three beings: Theron, Necrom, and Merlin. Now, Necrom was the Sorcerer Supreme of an alternate reality in the same way that Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme of the main Marvel Universe. And what had gone on here, specifically in Excalibur issues 48 through 58, is that Necrom, who was the Sorcerer Supreme of an alternate reality, had actually brought in Theron and Merlin with the intention of having Theron become a new host of the Phoenix Force, which is exactly what happened. And so what Necrom had also realized was that while these universes out there are all kind of separated across the multiverse, they do touch. Now, of course, this touching process is fleeting, but when it happens, it lets off a massive amount of energy. And if that energy can be harnessed, the person who is able to harness it can imbue themselves with astronomical levels of power. And so by Theron operating as a host for the Phoenix, Necrom convinced Theron to start erecting these kind of towers in every universe across the multiverse. Now, the other part of this that Necrom didn't tell anybody about was that he wanted to basically pull all of these towers together into one singular plane of existence, effectively combining all universes into one universe, and then absorb all that power into himself, and essentially make himself God. Of course, Necrom was ultimately defeated. He retreated into the and that was my reason for creating the
Nicki Minaj
in the first place. But this is one of the first times that the Phoenix Force actually has any real involvement
in
beings that exist now. Now, it's important to specify here that following this story, within all comics, there have been a handful of stories that have been told where the Phoenix Force has found other hosts across the universe for one reason or another. For example, in Marvel Ministry, Jason Aaron's of Venus Assembly, were actually introduced to a woman named because the host for the Phoenix Force. So it's going to be like Odin and created Odin and Phoenix have co-created. It's pretty cool. Now, as you can imagine, given these historical mythos, that's one of them on the comics.
Take down Roman Reigns. You know they're not.
Thor is the son of Odin and that whole aspect of Jason Aaron's method, well, it wouldn't simply be completely evaluated in this. It's going to be good. The good also a member of the race of Shinobi named Shinobi who became a host of this as well. And as you talk about difference, the people who create some health insiders in the report, we come to the that this is what is the most important because if you clarify things, we are ultimately on Gene. Gene was never meant to be a host for the Phoenix in Marvel because the Phoenix Force was never meant to exist. The reason the system suspended in the Phoenix in the story was that when he was playing in the state of creation and trying to spread out the regrets,
Damn, dog.
He would actually very new level of types, and he would just go all of his stuff. I feel like if you go back to Gene, he's a visual being excited, he's looking at what he needs.
Yeah, y'all people take away our freedom, dog. And it's also kind of funny because they're also taking away our Star Trek. These motherfuckers are gonna take away our Star Trek, aka cocksuckers like John Denver Adams here. It's all because they're dumbasses. Why is it a problem, jackass? Is it because you don't understand it, you little cocksucking bitch, John Denver Adams? This is why America is garbage, because y'all don't understand shit, motherfucker. You don't understand shit. You don't understand shit. The president doesn't understand shit. Y'all's a bunch of dumbass bitches. It's kind of funny because my girl, Denim Nerd. You know what? I'm not even going to do this one. What's that? Denim. Yeah, here goes Riverboat Jack. Once again has to debunk the dumbest bitch of all dumb bitches, Brett Cooper, whose whole identity is I gotta suck a dick. No, I'm serious, Brett. You're the biggest hole of all whores. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that the white man trying to erase all us minorities with a white girl, knowing that that white girl doesn't have an ass, and the only reason white girls even have asses is because of us. No, I'm serious. All you white girls have us to thank for y'all getting nice asses, and y'all want to erase us, motherfucker, Brett Cooper. Brett Cooper, I'm not. Really, bitch, you writing a check that your little crock of ass can't cash, Brett. No, I'm serious, Brett. You're writing a check that your little bitch ass can't cash, Brett. You asking for ass kicking. And I'm not even saying myself gonna kick your ass. I'm saying I could get a bunch of minority chicks that could kick your ass, Brett Cooper. No, I keep my sister will kick your ass. Think you can replace all of us, bitch? I'm like, bitch, what you talking about, bitch, Brett Cooper? That's why the Eagle Jeans ad stock went down. Because everybody woke up and realized that you're trying to replace us and told y'all to go fuck yourself. No, she's a fucking whore. Does she? I'm not saying she doesn't have a great body. I'm just saying, does she has great G's? I know a bunch of other white girls that have better asses than Brett Cooper and Sarah Sweeney, both actresses and try-on hall models that have better asses than Sarah Sweeney. I'm just saying. I know a bunch. And I can name one right now. At the top of my head, I'm gonna say my girl Bailey Statlander. Bailey got a nice ass, and you know why she got a nice ass? Because unlike Sarah Sweeney, she did all the hard work to get to be that bootylicious, and I respect that about her. No half ass and shit. Just do the hard work, and you can come out and say whatever you want as long as you have a nice ass. I'm just saying, Sarah Sweeney, if you don't have the ass to back it up, then shut the fuck up, Sarah Sweeney. Same thing with Brett Cooper. She don't have no ass. No, I'm serious. Brett Cooper has no ass. Hell, if you think about Brett Cooper, she looks more like a transsexual, a trans person than Real Old Jack does. I'm serious. She looks like Ben Shapiro to me. Every time I see Brett Cooper, all I see is Ben Shapiro. Now, I'm seriously saying that every time I look at Brett Cooper, I see Ben Shapiro. That's it. I'm sorry. That's all I see out of her. And the only thing she's good at is sucking a dick, Brett Cooper. No, I'm serious. Brett Cooper's only good at one thing, sucking a dick. Because she can't act. She's somewhat not that good of a podcaster. She don't know shit. And all she knows how to do is suck a dick. That's all Brett Cooper does is suck a dick, people. Name me one thing Brett Cooper knows that any y'all other podcast chicks don't know. What makes Brett Cooper better than y'all? Nothing. Y'all's better than her. No, I'm serious. Y'all's 10 times the better podcaster than Brett Cooper is, who basically, like always, had to suck a dick to get what she is. So I'm saying there's other better podcast chicks out there that are superior than all these pick-me bitches that get by off of sucking a dick. I'm just saying, ladies, you don't have to be like Brett Cooper. You can be yourself. And that's what I respect for half of you girls on this app. Y'all get by off of your own merits, not have to suck a dick like all these pick-me girls in the chud communities, like Brett Cooper, that Star Wars girl, Snarky J, whatever the other pick-me bitches are. You get it? You get it? She got a nice rack. And that's all she has is a nice rack, Sarah Sweeney. That's all Sarah Sweeney has is a nice rack, dog. Because I can't tell you any other. See what I'm saying? She doesn't even have an ass. Sarah Sweeney does not have an ass, people. Sarah Sweeney has no ass. I'm sorry, if you're going to do a Gene ass, give me a white girl with a juicy ass. I'm just saying, people, give me a white girl with a juicy ass, people. I'm sorry, I know a bunch of girls with juicy asses better than that ass. I seen better asses in jeans. I seen better asses in jeans. Laura Alexis has a nice ass. I almost got my channel taken down because of it. So I got a warning. Okay, I'm back. You know who? I could basically say who has a juicy ass, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's girls like Victoria Zendala here, or let's go one better. It's like my girl Bailey Statler, white or Abby Berger. Let's go one. Abby Berger got a nice ass. Abby Burner here got a nice juicy ass. On it. This white girl she fill out those jeans just awesomely. White girl got an ass on her. That's an ass. That's an ass, dude. If you're gonna do a jean commercial, you gotta have a white girl with a nice juicy ass. That's a juicy ass. This white girl got a juicy ass. Abby Burner got a nice juicy ass. I'm just saying, you're gonna come out here and Donald Trump's gonna try to manipulate the audience. Get a white girl with a nice juicy ass. Okay, I'm just saying, get a white girl with a nice juicy ass. Not no flat ass and some nice titties. I mean a nice juicy ass. That's a juicy ass. Even Bailey Statler got a nice juicy ass. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. White girl got a nice juicy ass. And you know what the difference between Sarah Sweeney and girls like this? They don't use their platforms to push their political agenda. It's all about helping the people. Yeah, they help y'all. It's like right there. It's like the kindest people on the earth. Girls with nice asses with a kind heart. Sarah Sweeney and people like Brett Cooper are whores. It's a bunch of whores. There's a bunch of fucking whores. And I'm going to keep on calling her a whore because that's what Brett Cooper is a fucking whore. She's a fucking whore and you know she's a whore. You don't have a butt, Sarah Sweeney. Sarah Sweeney, you have no ass, white girl. You have no ass, white girl. I'm like, really? You have no ass, Sarah Sweeney. The only ones who fell for it was a bunch of MAGA dumbasses who want to use you as a marketing tool to get rid of all of us, but it didn't work because you have no ass, white girl. You have no ass, white girl. And I'm not even saying I'm against white girls. I'm just saying I want a white girl with a nice juicy ass if you're gonna try to manipulate me, motherfucker. I'm just saying, Donald, if you're gonna try to manipulate me, get a white girl with an ass, okay? Just give me a white girl with a nice juicy ass. and I'll be okay with it. Okay, Sarah Sweetie has no ass. That's a problem. She has no fucking ass. Same thing goes with Brett Cooper. She has no fucking ass, man. She has no fucking ass. I hate when these uppity white girls with no ass try to act like they're better than us. They don't have no fucking asses to back it up. You're going to say you got the superior genes. You have to have a nice juicy ass, white girl. You have to have an ass, white girl. Asses, 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 asses. Asses, motherfuckers. Asses. That's how you get guys. That's how you get a real guy. You have to have a nice juicy ass. You have to have a nice juicy ass. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. That's no ass, dog. It's okay ass, but it's not a juicy ass. Sarah, you have no ass, Sarah. You have no fucking ass, white girl. Stop acting like you superior to everybody. You have no fucking ass, white girl. Bitch, you showing off your titties, girl. You showing off your fucking titties, girl. Yes, you are. You telling me that you're superior to me because you're white. Your white ass is trying to act like you're superior to me because you got some nice titties. But you have no ass, white girl. You have no ass. Ass has no ass. Now you got Brett Cooper acting like she's superior to everybody, but no ass, and she's not really that hot. No, I'm serious, Brett Cooper. You're not that hot, Brett. You're not really that hot, bitch. You're really not that hot, Brett Cooper. You're really not that hot. The only reason people say you're hot is because they use your ass to push the white man's agenda, and to a point that America's in a financial flop like we are, bitch. So shut the fuck up. No, she doesn't. No, she really doesn't. If she did, then why is the stock down of American Eagle? Stock's down. Okay, I'm just saying. Look at the stock at American Eagle. American Eagle stock. Right now, it's dropping 10%, 10.74% stock drop. You could say because the terrorists. I'm gonna say because no one really bought into the whole marketing to with her crack ass. Okay, I'm just saying, motherfucker, it didn't work. It was a short-term spike, then it went right back down. So fuck all yes. Thank you! God damn it, thank you, Railroad Jack. I'm glad I'm not the only motherfucker out there that noticed. These motherfucking chuds out here saying Sarah Sweeney's all that. I'm like, no, she isn't, cracker. No, she isn't, cracker. Y'all just want to make a mold out of a molehill because y'all want everybody to think white people are superior than everybody. No, you're not, dumbass. No, you're not, cracker. Y'all's ass is fucked up America, you dumbass. We in a financial flop because y'all's bitch asses. Because that bitch does not have an ass. I'm not saying I hate Sarah Sweeney. I'm just saying Sarah Sweeney has no fucking ass. And I know because I've seen a bunch of girls that look like her are superior than her, and I'm okay with them. But I'm not saying if you're going to manipulate me, you got to have a girl with a nice ass. And she doesn't have an ass. White girl has no ass. Okay, motherfucker? Motherfuckers, y'all fucked up. Y'all some fucked up crackers. Fuck your white asses. So there's breaking news. The breaking news is not even the actual news headlines. The economy after $73,000 in July. That's close to the worst part of the war ever came because of Trump's policies. Not just the important Then who is it, Sarah? Is your titties? Is your white girl titties? Is it your white girl titties? Because it ain't your white ass, aka white girl. It ain't your ass, Sarah. It ain't your ass because you have no ass, Sarah. Sarah, I'm sorry, white girl. You have no ass, white girl. You have no white. Your white ass has no ass. Okay, you have no ass, Sarah. Ass, Sarah. You're an attractive woman, but you have no ass to marketing jeans, heifer. You have no ass to market jeans, okay? There's a bunch of white girls who have asses that are superior to you, okay? There is even famous actresses with nice asses than you, okay? I'm just saying, there's a bunch of white girls who have asses that went to the gym to get asses. You did it. You have no ass, Sarah. You have no ass. Stop acting like you better than me, bitch. Stop acting like you better than me, bitch.
Incredibly this is why now that we've been around established over the last few months, so that we have the complete data for employers, the actual job numbers for 250,000 more than previously reported. The summer we've been over 20,000 jobs.
Oh my god, this white girl's like, yeah, look at my ass. It's so flat. My ass is barely there. I barely have an ass. I'm like, Sarah, you barely have an ass, white girl. You barely have an ass. You barely have an ass, white girl. You barely have an ass. Motherfucker, why is it okay for you to do this? But if it was a minority chick saying that, y'all would have a problem with that. No, I'm serious. Y'all's far right would have a problem with, or if it was a plus size model doing it, y'all have, aka Sports Illustrated did it last year. Y'all's motherfuckers had a field day with that one chick that looks good as a plus size model wearing a bikini. Y'all's motherfuckers went out of your way to make that controversial when a plus size chick was looking good in a bikini. It's like y'all's motherfuckers double standards of beauty is beyond stupidity. Okay? No, I'm serious, white people. Y'all's idea of white girls are literally stupid. And it's not me being a racist. It's just me saying, if you're gonna do it, give me a white girl with an ass, okay? A white girl with a nice juicy ass, okay? Let's just do that. If you gonna get a white girl with an ass, okay? She has to have an ass. I'm sorry, give me a white girl with a nice, juicy, bootylicious ass on her. She has no ass. She's good looking, but she has no ass. So it's like, you just literally gave us ammunition to make fun of y'all's cracker asses for over a decade right now on every platform, including TikTok, to make fun of y'all's dumbasses when it comes to women. It's like, really, you gave the world ammunition right now to make fun of y'all asses for thinking y'all's better than us. Y'all think y'all's better than us. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Sarah. Suck my dick, Sarah, sweetie. Let's get to the good part, sweetheart. Let's get to the good part. Let's get to the good part, sweetheart. Yeah, you know who it is? Donald Trump telling me this is the ideal woman. No, this is the same motherfucker came out yesterday saying Caroline Lovett is the most hottest woman on the earth. I'm like, Caroline Lovett has no asses either, and she's chunky. And I'm not saying she can't be good looking. I'm just saying if you're gonna really come out and tell me what is a hot chick, is not Caroline Lovett, is not Sarah Sweeney, and I have nothing against these ladies, but they're not really that hot to me. Okay, I'm just saying there's better looking white girls out there. I'm just saying. Okay, I got one. Margot Robbie. I'm gonna say it. Margot Robbie. I love Margot Robbie. I loved her as Harley Quinn. I love her as Barbie. I like her everything she does. She's a great actress. She has a nice ass on her. Margot Robbie. I'm gonna say Margot Robbie. I'm throw out there Margot Robbie right there. Margot Robbie.